is here, and now going to the chapter number 6. Okay, the video is this is the first video for the lesson number 6 of 12th biology. The name of the chapter is molecular basis of inheritance. So this is so many topics are there in this chapter, so one by one we will take. Okay, so in today's video I'm just going to cover the topic DNA. Okay, you know it well, it is one of the nucleic acid. So we'll begin with the nucleic acid. So nucleic acid are of two types, that is DNA and the RNA. So DNA and RNA, when we say, so out of these two, DNA is the genetic material. Okay, it is the genetic material in all the organism except some viruses. Then what about those some viruses? So in those viruses, RNA is the genetic material. So RNA is having the dual role. Okay, it is it acts as a genetic material, and mostly it functions as messengers, and you will get it more about in the next video. So basically we will study about the DNA. Okay, DNA is the and we will study also why DNA only the genetic material, not the RNA majorly. So this is the structure. You can see the diagrams of the DNA as well as of RNA. One basic difference you will get here, DNA is double stranded. Okay, and it is in the form of helix. It is double helical. Whereas if you see the diagram of RNA, you will find it is single stranded. So this is a basic difference, and more information you will get in this slide. One, you get it is double helix and it is made up of one helix only. One more basic difference you will find here. See, in the DNA there is thymine. Okay, it is base, nitrogenous base. Thymine is nitrogenous base, which is which is found in the DNA, but it is not found in the RNA. Then what is found? So in place of thymine there is uracil. Okay, so this is another difference. So you can find it here. Remaining you will get the more differences further. So we will begin with the polynucleotide chain. See, poly, we have to know the poly as well as nucleotide chain. Okay, when we say poly means it is polymer. It is polymer of nucleotide. Okay, so means DNA and RNA both are polynucleotide and means polymer of nucleotide. So we have to start from the nucleotide. So nucleotide has three main components. One, nitrogenous base. Second, pentose sugar. Okay, this will be different. In DNA it will be deoxyribose and in RNA it will be ribose. Okay, and third component is phosphate group. So these are the three components of nucleotide. Means one nucleotide will have these three components. You can see here three components: nitrogenous base, deoxyribose sugar and the phosphate. And you will find the difference here as well. In the base, in the DNA there is T and in the RNA there is U. And the second difference, it is marked with red. Red, you just see on the red dots. Okay, and second is in the RNA ribose sugar is there and in the DNA deoxyribose sugar is there. So this is the difference. So now three components I told you: nitrogenous base, phosphate group and the pentose sugar. So we will begin with the nitrogenous base. What are their types? So there are two types of nitrogenous bases. One is purine and second is pyrimidine. When we say purine, so purine includes A and G. A already you have gone through in class 11th as well. A means adenine and G means guanine. So Ag comes in the category of purine. And when we say of pyrimidines, so there is C, T and U. C for cytosine, T for thymine and U for the uracil. Okay, so CTU. In short, we can keep in mind CTU is in the pyrimidines. So thymine is present only in the DNA, and in place of it there is uracil in the RNA. And this one nitrogenous base, it is linked to the pentose sugar. You have seen in the previous slide. It is linked with the pentose sugar through glycosidic linkage and forms the nucleoside. Means, in short, nitrogenous base plus sugar is equal to nucleoside S side. And when this in this the phosphate group is added, then it becomes the tide, that is nucleotide. Okay, so nucleotide means nitrogenous base, sugar plus phosphate, and if we will remove the phosphate group, it will become the nucleoside. Okay, this is so. And in RNA, every nucleotide has an additional OH group, and that is present at 2' position. Okay, it is read as 2'. Dash is pronounced as prime. 2' position in the right. And two nucleotides, they are linked by phosphodiester bond. This also you have gone through in class 11th. And when two nucleotides they bind, they linked, they form the dinucleotide. Okay, di means two nucleotides. Okay, that is dinucleotide. And when so many of nucleotides are linked, then we call it as a polynucleotide. Okay, poly means many. Now I will just begin with the structure of DNA. Okay, so first time Friedrich Mesher identified DNA and named it as nuclein, and later on James Watson and Francis Crick, they proposed the double helical model of DNA. Okay, you know very well DNA is a double helical model, and their study that was based on the X-ray diffraction data produced by Maurice Wilkins and Rosalind Franklin. So they have done this, they have just found out the data, and that data was used by the Watson and Crick, and further information they have just given. So already you know it well that DNA is made up of polynucleotide chains, and that is coiled in right-handed fashion, and DNA's structure is like that is that round staircase. Okay, spiral. Yes, we can use the word spiral. Spiral staircase you have seen, just like that the DNA is having a structure, and its backbone is formed of sugar and phosphate. Okay, keep this in mind. Sugar and phosphate makes the backbone, and all the bases they are projected towards inside. Okay, and two chains of double helix. I am saying of two chains. Okay, two chains are anti-parallel. Anti-parallel means if the direction of one chain is 3' to 5', then the other chain will have the direction as 5' to 3'. Okay, so they have the opposite direction, and that's why we call it as anti-parallel. And in the helix, nitrogenous bases of the opposite chain, they are held together by the hydrogen bonds, and they form the base pair. Okay, when hydrogen bond is formed between the two nitrogenous base, that is called as the base pair. So there is two hydrogen bonds are present between the A and T, and there is 3 hydrogen bond between the C and G. Okay, double bond between A and T and triple bond between the C and G. Okay, means purine comes opposite to the pyrimidine, and just these generate the uniform distance between the two strands, means at no place they cross each other. Okay, they are in both the strands are parallel to each. Okay, see, yeah, this seems to be they have crossed at one point, but not like that. If you have seen the spiral staircase, then you can find it out. Okay, the diagram is two dimensional, that's why it seems like that only.